This is not Panda Express. This is Jessica's house, and this is string bean chicken. Let's make this shit. I already used this little contraption somebody mailed me to chop up some garlic. It worked quite well. I chopped up a small onion, and I'm going to clean up a bag of green beans. Probably not the whole bag, but a partial bag, and then I'm going to slice them in half, like so. And then I'll drop them into a bowl. Do I need to break it down step by step for you? My friend Manny and I are both making green bean chicken tonight, and I have no idea how he's doing his, but you'll have to let us know who's doing it better. And you'll have to let us know which we should do next week, enchiladas or lasagna, because he asked everybody what we should make, and you all said enchiladas and lasagna, and I don't know what we're gonna make first. I feel like string beans are fancier when you leave them long, but I'm not willing to do that. Why? I don't know. That's less chopping. And you know how I feel about chopping. And I am a fancy fucking lady after all, so it's surprising that I don't want it to feel fancy. I have here a smattering of chicken tenderloins that I have removed the tendon from. My children have requested last time I made chicken that I leave the chicken chunks larger, so I will be doing that tonight. But usually when I'm doing a stir fry, I will slice my meat really thin. Tonight, we're not doing that. And also, Panda Express has big chunks of chicken in theirs too. I'm going for that 1-inch bite-sized pieces. Now after you touch raw meat, wash your fucking hands and grab a big bowl to put your chicken in. To my chicken, some soy sauce, probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons. A little squeeze of ginger, a little bit of garlic straight out of my garlic cube. Looks good. The rest of the garlic will be used for the sauce, so just keep this to the side. If you also find yourself having a garlic cube, I don't know. I'm gonna give this a toss so everything is nice and coated. And now I'm gonna take 2 hefty tablespoons of cornstarch, which is probably like a 1/4 cup, because this isn't an actual tablespoon. And what this is going to do is it's going to give our chicken a nice crust when we throw it into our pan in a little bit. I'm gonna massage that in. This is what your chicken should be looking like. I'm going to pop a lid on it, set it to the side, and we'll return in a little bit when it's time for us to start dinner. My chicken has been marinating for some time, so I'm going to start some oil, avocado oil, in my pan to get it hot. While my oil is heating, I'll just make my sauce right over here. Some soy sauce, I don't know, 1/4 cup. Oyster sauce, couple tablespoons. Hoisin sauce that I think I have to open, yep. Couple tablespoons. A little bit of mirin, couple tablespoons. I'm sure you're catching on. Some dark soy sauce, I just like this for the color. A little bit more ginger, remember there's ginger in the chicken already, so you don't need a crazy amount. The garlic from my garlic cube. I quite like that this thing comes completely apart to be washed. And I'm gonna use a good amount of honey because I want it to have a little bit of a honey flavor, and I also want it to have some sweetness. Something like that will do. I'm also going to use a 1/2 cup of water. I didn't measure it, I just eyeballed it, it's fine. And some cornstarch, a couple tablespoons. Now you could use chicken broth, you could use beef broth. I don't have it, I'm using water, it's fine. You can cook with water. Getting shit all over your shirt is a requirement. I told myself before I started cooking this meal I'd put an apron on. I didn't do that. Let me go get my apron. Here's the deal. What I should do is take these chickens out one by one and drop them into the oil. I'm not doing that. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spread them out in an evenish layer, and as they cook, I'm gonna break them apart with my tongs. It's fine. We're not going for perfect. We're going for dinner is done, which it's not yet, but it will be soon. Stop panicking. Good enough for now. When they're looking a little crispy, flip them over. In the meantime, put all your sauces and shit away. It's okay to clean up as you go. A few minutes have elapsed. I'm going to give my chicken a stir because one side is looking a little crispy and done, and you'll see my chicken is not stuck together like it once was, which is perfect. That's what we're going for. If you want your chicken to remain super crispy, cook your chicken fully and remove it from the pan. I don't really care, so I'm gonna add in my green beans and my onions now. Mainly because I don't like my green beans to have too much of a snap, and I also like my onions to be cooked down. Now I'm going to let the chicken remain in contact with the pan, but I am going to pop a lid right on this bitch to let it steam a little bit. Like so. A minute or so has elapsed and things are starting to sizzle real loud. So I'm gonna give it a good stir. And as you can see, my chicken is getting crispy. It's looking delicious. And it's time for me to add my sauce, let everything thicken up, come together, finish cooking right in this pan. Now, usually when I do stir fry, I make 2 cups of sauce, but I didn't want this to be overly saucy. I just wanted it to kind of gloss everything over. So I'm gonna give it a stir and scrape up any of that stuck on bits from the chicken. And then I'm gonna pop the lid on this and let it come together and turn it down to low. This is gonna allow my green beans to steam, my onions to cook, and my chicken to finish cooking the rest of the way because it's probably mostly cooked, but we don't wanna poison our family. My string bean chicken has been cooking down for a few minutes, and as you can see, everything is thick and glossy and beautiful, and I wanna add a little bit of sesame oil to the top just to finish it off. And if you'd like, you could add sesame seeds to this as a garnish. I don't wanna do that because I don't feel like digging around for them. I'm gonna give that a stir and then I'll plate this up. And there you have it, better than takeout string bean chicken. And I know what you're thinking, is it even good? And let's give it a taste, because I've never made this before. Check that out, let's give it a taste. Oh, this is so good. Make this shit. But of course it's good. I made it. Follow along for more aggressive tutorials.